The first time I got a job offer, I said yes without asking a single question. I was just grateful that somebody picked me. I thought it was humility, but it wasn't. It was fear dressed up as gratitude. Nobody in my family had ever negotiated a salary before. I was under the impression you just took what the company offered you and you were grateful to have a job. Nobody modeled what it looked like to negotiate a salary. I didn't know you were supposed to. But what I've learned after a decade of recruiting is that the offer they give you the first time is rarely the final or best offer. It's the starting point and they expect you to respond. And most first generation corporate women, we don't negotiate because it's not what we're taught. We're taught to be grateful for what we're given. But here's what that outlook cost you: a $5,000 difference in a starting salary compounded over the lifetime of your career will cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. And not because of the 5K, because every raise, bonus, and new job offer after that will be built upon that starting point. You negotiate it once and it will compound and pay you forever. Just because the offer showed up in writing doesn't mean it's the final offer. It's really just the starting point for the conversation. Number two, you don't have to justify why you're asking for more. Based on my research and experience, I was expecting closer to X number. That is a complete sentence. Sometimes I have been on the phone with candidates, and they're usually women who over justify their compensation ask. And what that tells me as a recruiter is that you're not confident in that ask. And number three, a good company will not rescind the offer just because you advocated for yourself. In my 10 years of recruiting, I have never seen an offer be rescinded simply because the candidate negotiated. And to be honest, if the company rescinds the offer because you advocated for yourself, you dodged a bullet. The worst thing they can say is no, and then you're right back where you started from. So if you're a first generation corporate woman and you've said yes to an offer without negotiating, this is your permission slip to never do that again. So tell me in the comments, did you negotiate your last offer? Yes or no? And be honest.